You're listening to The Hang with Mike Manson Waters and Matt Spice Floyd.
Whoa. Hey.
Yeah,
Whoa.
Fucked it up again. Fucked it up again.
Oof.
It's The Hang with Mike and Matt.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Matt. Thanks for coming over and hanging.
Thanks for having me.
We'll have to go to the Irish pub and hang and spend a couple $100.
Jesus Christ. Don't get me started.
Yeah, maybe we'll just go to Beef O'Brady's instead.
Or we'll just drink at the house.
And it's a lot cheaper, man.
And you can have no music involved, no background noise, just a little...
And just hang. Just hang.
Yeah. Because I don't know about you, but my autism this past week has been ramped up.
Really?
Yeah, and the pub didn't do it any favors. It's just a lot coming at me, and I'm going, I gotta get it out of here.
I know I'm autistic as well, but I enjoy like the atmosphere of a bar a lot.
I do too.
I like a noisy bar, but like not too noisy you can't hear. Like a club. Boy, I'm so over that. Where hey, you want a drink? It's like that's for people who want to get laid. That's what those places are for.
I always like those movies where it'd be like a nightclub scene and the people are just talking to the bar like in a normal voice.
Yeah.
And the club's raging and it's like, in what world?
Jam-packed and raging.
Yeah,
that's it. Talking.
Never been my experience in a nightclub to be able to just be like, hey, so what are you doing tonight? Like, it's a nightmare.
I mean, does it? How when you pick up somebody in a nightclub, it's just like you go, hey, you want a drink, and you buy the girl a drink, and then you dance. And you want another drink? Yeah, my name's Mike. And then you go have sex. I mean, how is there any kind of emotional or intellectual connection at all?
There's not, but I think that's the point.
That's the point.
But it's been so damn long since I've been to a damn nightclub and all that stuff. I don't miss that at all, dude. Like,
I think the last time I went to a nightclub was after one of the Bubba Paloozas, and we had a VIP section,
Atlantic City.
Yeah, and it was like, it was so lame. It was so lame being in the VIP, because we weren't having a particularly great time in the VIP, and I'm like, man.
See, my experience was different that evening.
Oh, okay.
You were, my experience, I had some guy who had a really good-looking girlfriend, and he kept pushing her on me. Like,
I thought that was South Carolina.
That was a different one.
Oh, okay.
This was a younger couple.
You slept with two guys' wives?
No, I didn't do anything with this chick at all. But it was so...
That's the title of a book. I slept with two guys' wives.
It was just really odd. Like, he was like force-feeding her to me, and she was quite attractive.
Was she quite willing?
Yeah, you could tell she was like all in.
Yeah, that's possible.
But meanwhile, I'm going, is anybody else seeing how weird this is? Like, but it was a fun night. But yeah, if you're like, you getting stuck in the VIP of that nightclub that night, I could see it being a complete nightmare.
I mean, yeah.
Like, and there's no joy in that for you.
Like the VIP at Livestock, the VIP tent.
Yes,
that's one of my favorite things ever.
Oh my God,
the VIP was so exclusive. I couldn't get in I'm like, I'm on the show. I'm part of the show, and some jobber bouncer wouldn't let me in. We finally talked our way in, completely empty.
Yeah, I had to book the DJ for that and the sound and all the stuff, right, for this exclusive party for the cuck, and kept talking about he only wants hot chicks in there and blah blah blah. Well, okay, great, yeah, you find me 300 hot chicks at Livestock. Okay,
that find me 5.
Right, exactly. And yeah, I did the same thing. I walked in and there's nobody here. It was like such an epic fail.
The biggest ever.
Yeah, and I'm going, I could have called this one. I knew this was going to happen, but it doesn't matter to me.
I think I was there for like 10 minutes. Okay, there was literally no one. Like,
Yeah.
we were the only one. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, I'll be back in the campgrounds with the real people.
Do you remember when we walked in on Ledge in his office one day and we were looking at him? I might not have been you. I thought it was you. And he was jacked, and we're like, what happened to you, buddy? Was that you or not?
Maybe.
And we're like, man, you are on the juice, man. You are, he's
Yeah,
so
he was
big."
huge.
And he was like, oh, it's muscle memory.
Right.
I was like, and I'm like hoping I got some muscle memory because I feel like I've wasted away in 2 weeks,
So you haven't worked out in 2 weeks,
Nah, well, it's been like 3 because I didn't work out for a week because I was.
but you're feeling a little better health-wise, right?
Yeah, I feel good.
So
Feel good. I'm happy.
You feel good, but to me, like, I don't see you. Like, I'm looking at you.
I don't look gaunt. That's good.
Yeah, you don't look like you've dwindled away in the last couple
It could
weeks.
just be psychological then.
That's probably
Psychological.
more.
So I know. So don't look at the.
You've always been this skinny and lack of muscle mass, Mike.
It brings me down.
You look the exact same.
I was up to 170 back on the old show. At
What
one
are you now?
I'm like 153.
Oh,
I'm not a big man.
I'd love to be 153 or 170 for that matter. Anywhere in that range. I mean, what do you want to bulk up?
No. I just like I want to bulk up from this. I feel like just tighten up. I ain't gonna get big. I've never, I'm not gonna get. I'm not willing to like put in the work. Like you'll see a 60-year-old man and he's in the gym and he's probably on growth.
Yeah.
But he's just like big and it's like I don't think I have that body type. It'd take me hours a day. I'll do what I'll do.
Yeah, but then I look at some of those bodybuilders like a Ronnie Coleman, who was huge back in the day. I mean, he was Mr. Olympia, right? And you look at him now, and he's just deteriorated down. I mean, he's still got obviously muscle mass and stuff, and he still works out and does his thing. But from all the lifting weights, his joints are shot, his back is shot, he can't barely move. It's one of those things, and you go, was it worth it? Was all the journey, like picking stuff up and putting it down repeatedly? That's really essentially what you're doing.
4 hours a day, picking up heavy stuff and
then putting it back down.
Glorified moving. Man.
Yeah, again and again and again.
I think it might be like it would be worth it for maybe him because he lived his dream. He lived his dream too. He got to be Mr. Universe.
But just to be Mr. Gym Guy,
it's a lot of work. That's a lot of work.
Like you said it best. Like, I'm not willing to put in the work.
No, I'm not.
Because if you're going to put in the work on stuff, like it's almost like you want some sort of reward out of it, at least for me, monetarily, right? Like if I'm going to put that much work into something, there better damn well be a reward at the end of the rainbow, right? Because it's got to be a career or
this is the reward.
Yeah, the reward is
looking in the mirror.
Check out my tricep or whatever.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's kind of. I respect people that do it. I respect people that work and have a career and a family and all that stuff, and then they go to the gym and they balance it all, and they're still jacked and all that. That I go, how are they finding? What is their bandwidth?
Oh,
like?
They get up at 4 in the morning.
Consistently.
I would never do it. I'd never do it. I just wouldn't. I was thinking today. If you gave me the choice of winning 7 Super Bowl rings and just working my ass off and dedicating my complete life to football, or give me 1 Super Bowl ring where I worked pretty hard, I'll take the 1, man.
7 seems like a lot of work.
That's a lot of work, man. I don't have that. Especially if I won a couple Super Bowls, I'd be hard pressed. I mean, I'd love to compete, but I'd be hard pressed to stay at that level. I was like, man, I'm rich. Well, 2 Super Bowl rings.
Yeah, it's funny. We a couple weeks ago we were talking about people with drive, and you can see like they'll show these people with no legs and they're swimming 9 miles in the ocean. It's like, God bless them. Like I'm so envious of that trait in people.
Yeah.
And we played the video of the guy with the iron lung, and he was like 78 years old, and he's been an iron lung like basically all his life, and he got a degree to become an attorney and all this stuff, and he died 2 days ago.
He died. I saw that.
And I'm just going,
thank God.
Well, that's the thing. Is that? Do you think it's like his more of an escape from the hell that he was in for an iron lung, or did he have such a positive attitude about life that
it was a tragedy?
It's a tragedy.
I don't know. Maybe It's like I lost my legs. It's like people are doing stuff for me. That's
Oh, yeah.
I'm not like I'm gonna go run a triathlon. I don't think I'm doing it. That's a lot. Tell you, it's worth to train for like a marathon, but these people who do it with handicaps, it's like,
Yes.
oh my god,
It's great. Well,
it's a demotivational podcast we have going.
we're just hanging. Well, a friend of mine, he's got some issues with his legs, right? And I said to him, I go, hey, look, if they don't work. I go, it's been a good run. It's like you've been able to walk for like 40-something years. Like, that's a pretty good run. And he looked at me like he wasn't sure if I was serious or not, but I'm half serious in it because it has been a good run. Some people don't get to walk at all, right? You've been able to
You
walk
can rationalize it.
for more than half your life, and now if you got to sit down for the next half of it,
I mean, maybe you put a light bulb in and say, it's like, man, I can take it easy. Yeah.
I don't know what I did, but he gave me a weird look. It was kind of like, I get it. It can come across.
Perhaps it's a dick move.
Yeah,
Perhaps.
but it's not. It's a legit thing of going, that's a good run.
Look on the bright side.
You've been able to walk you've had to stand up for all these years. Now you sit down.
No more achy legs, except you get the phantom pain.
Don't take my legs.
He's
Oh, yeah, the phantom pain.
phantom pain.
Like that pitcher who didn't have an arm anymore, but he could still feel his arm.
I thought he was born without an arm.
I don't know.
He pitched a no-hitter.
That's crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
That's
He pitches and then he's got to quickly stick his nub in a glove under his arm so he can field.
I mean, the whole thing. That's the motivation I'm talking about. Where if I was if we were born with that, we would not even think about picking up a glove to play baseball, pitch a ball, none of that stuff. We would have chosen a different path. Like, I don't know, doing nothing.
Yeah.
You know,
living
like,
off the state.
Yeah, I'd be like, what do you? Nothing. I only got one arm. I can't do anything.
Disability.
My life is screwed.
Free money from the government for the rest of my life.
That guy's out there pitching no hitters.
No hitters with one arm.
Which lends the question: how difficult is it to pitch a no hitter? I don't know. You could look
true.
at that kind of both ways.
Jim Abbott
of
of the Angels.
That's right.
We were talking about the VIP a second ago, and I said, "Were you on the show?" I don't think you were. Maybe you were. When we went to the Rays and did the VIP thing.
Yeah.
Oh, that was the worst thing
that
ever.
first pitch.
No. We did we had a VIP thing. We were going to go to Rays batting practice.
Yeah. I remember that.
Okay, and I'm thinking, I thought, back in your mind, you see people taking batting practice, stars and stuff. So I thought, they let people, if you're invited to batting practice, you might take a couple cuts. And I'm like, fuck yeah, that's going to be great. And they put us in this little roped off area in front of the dugout, and nobody was there. And we sat there with our thumbs up our asses for like an hour and a half. And they sent some third string minor league catcher out to talk to us. It was like it was embarrassing. It's like, why would you do that? It's like,
I mean, because you know why? Because they're doing it a million times a year. It's not. We think it's special. It's just another day at the office for all of them. True. That's the reality. I did the first pitch at the Florida Marlins game, and like the actual first pitch, and I was nervous as hell because it was shortly after Baba Booey had messed up his first pitch. Mm-hmm. So I was like, not really in my head, but kind of getting in my head because I'm going, first pitch. This is like
it's a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure, right?
Did you practice?
No,
No,
because I'm just pitching a ball. What's the big deal? And the fact that I see these videos, these people messing up, you're tossing a ball. It's not, how do you mess that up so badly? I look at the Baba Booies of the world or the 50 Cents of the world, and I go, how can you be so inept in just being able to toss a ball, even if you're in your head? Even if you're in your head all the way, how can you be such a buffoon to mess up a pitch?
Because you haven't thrown a ball in 20 years. That's why.
Just seems weird. I don't know.
Have you ever seen Mike Tyson?
Well, I would never talk badly about Mike Tyson or his pitch. But no, I don't know if I saw his or not.
This is so awesome.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, shit, I gotta listen about.
Of course, you got to get an
listen
ad.
to Sandy Hook again.
Sandy Hook.
Get over it, buddy.
Get over it.
Let's see. Here we go.
Mike Tyson pitch. Okay.
Oh, is this? I hope this is the right one. Yeah, I think it is. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Oh, yeah.
Here it is.
He's
Okay, here we go. Oh, no, he
he's-
does a fakearoo.
The guy's still yakking. Still yakking. Still fucking horse shitting around.
Oof.
Strike.
That's pretty good.
Terrible form.
Terrible form.
Terrible form.
But he got it in there.
See, it's not like you said. It's not that hard. See, he's a boxer. It looks like he's never thrown a baseball in his life, and he did it.
Just throwing a ball.
He's an athlete. Some of these people, like you've seen, like Mariah Carey and stuff like that, and it's like they're art out. It's like, how do you mess it up that bad? It's like you don't even have a concept of how you would throw something. Have you never thrown like a brush at your brother or
Anything.
thrown an object?
Yeah.
An orange or no.
That Mariah Carey, I remember her on MTV Cribs back in the day, and I'm watching it. She's being all luxurious in her big old house, and she's got her gym, right? And I'm like, oh, okay, she works out. She's got a glass of wine and heels on, and she's doing the elliptical in her heels. Like, this is how I work out. Yeah, I'm going. Ew.
Yeah, she's an ick.
Such a yuck.
Right. Yeah, she's an ick.
I love those MTV Cribs. Those were great.
Back in the day,
Yeah.
I mean, people like I'm surprised.
Fake houses they used to sit in.
I think what they need now is like there was lifestyles of the rich and famous. People love that. They love it seeing the rich. It's like now you've got pretty much lifestyle of the billionaires.
Yeah.
Because you've got people now that have so much money. So like Elon Musk and Bezos are what 800 billion away from a trillion. I mean
Okay.
they're a fifth of the way there. So one day there will be a trillionaire. And nobody understands how much money that is. Nobody even thinks it's.
The difference is Elon's not living that lifestyle. Bezos is.
Yeah, that's what Bezos is. Yeah,
Elon lives in a tiny house. Like he sold off all his real estate. He doesn't really own.
he's got a
any
big
real
yacht.
estate.
No, he's got a big yacht.
Elon? No, that's Bezos.
No, I've seen him on a yacht. I've seen him getting hosed off by
Not his yacht.
on one of his flunkies.
No, that's not his yacht.
Oh, okay.
But no, he doesn't really own
Yeah.
much in relative terms, right? Bezos is out there living the life with that sex toy that he's got as a fiance.
$500 million yacht.
Oh my!
That should be actually a capital offense.
See,
no, you don't get a $500 million yacht. That's just it's obscene.
But don't you need? And correct me if I'm wrong, but don't you need people like that in the world on some level to keep other people motivated to be able to imagine themselves living that dream?
You're exactly right. It's a sucker's dream.
Okay,
It's a fucking sucker's dream.
right.
It's
but
a sucker's dream.
It's like in a
that lets these obscene look. It doesn't matter. Bezos, I don't think he's ever broken the law. You know why? Because his big business practices are legal, but they shouldn't be. The lobbyist just a bribe.
Mm-hmm.
So he's committed bribery. He's putting all these people out of business. He intentionally, because of his power, there was a diaper company, small diaper company, and it was really starting to take off. So we went, oh, well, here's Amazon diapers for 3/4 of the price.
Yep.
Or half the price, or a third. And then ran them out of business. It's like that's not hard work and ingenuity or anything. That's just because you're rich, you can fuck other people.
But he started off. The way he started off was the pure intent, and he did build that. Now it's reached a velocity that's just crazy, right?
Yeah.
And now you're like you said, Mike, they're eating and taking away market share from everybody else, and they've got attorneys that say, hey, look, without breaking the law, here's how much market share that we can chip away at this, and still be within the rules and regs
Yep.
and be okay. And we're going to do that and eat away at every industry that we can. But in spirit, he started off with a thoughtful approach, right? So is it him being a dick, or is he the ultimate innovator? I don't know.
Putting people out of business to sell diapers is innovative. No, it's
Somebody's
not.
still got to make the diapers, and somebody's still got to hire the warehouse folks. And
yeah, but you see what's what they're doing is they're destroying the American dream. They're destroying all these small businesses, and I've witnessed this. Donna witnesses it 10 times a day.
Yeah.
You try to call any company now, you're not going to get good service. You're not going to even get to fucking talk to anybody.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Agreed.
And it's not going. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. So all these people, the billionaires, they're good. They work hard. Well, yeah, when you're living like shit because it's you can't get a reply on your Amazon, grocery store or your Amazon plumber, or your Amazon. It's going to be 3 companies own everything, and it's going to be this for you your whole life. That's how it's going to be. It's going to be this for my kids because BlackRock is buying up all the houses, and they'll never own a house.
you just keep flicking me off. It seems personal at this point. No,
it's like my daughter's come to the realization, pretty quickly in the last year or two. She's like, I'll never own a house.
It's the whole you'll own nothing and be happy.
And it's that
approach.
See, capitalism is great, and the concept is great, and it works great for a couple hundred years, and then it doesn't work anymore. It's like the backstabbing cocksuckers will always win in business and in any. If you're a backstabbing, lying cocksucker, you got a leg up on me because I'm like trying to do business the right way, and he's just stabbing me in the back. So by the time you get to 2024, everybody on top is a backstabbing liar.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember Bezos's line. It's something to the effect of like, "Your margins are my opportunity." And
that's a dick. I mean, it's great business.
It's
great business.
Like I can't hate on it. Like that's
yes, but you should hate on it because when you are living a crappier life, it's a lot of that lays with the way our system works and the monopolies and the corporations and the corporate greed in the stock market, which is preposterously overvalued. The whole system is terrible. I don't know how you can support it. It was a great system. It was a fantastic system, and it's been corrupted. It's been totally corrupted.
I think I'd rather have it be a capitalist than a socialist. I think is what it comes down to, right? Like, even though we're slowly,
absolutely,
unbeknownst to us, becoming,
and we will,
we
will become socialists. So that's the problem. Every system will eventually wind up with a few powerful men and women ruining everything, but they own it all.
Yeah.
And they got total control. And look, communism, that's what happened with communism. Socialism, look at South America, that's when capitalism, look what's happening here. Name a good system.
I'll tell you a good system, and you're not going to want to hear it. Bitcoin is hope. That's all.
I wish I had some Bitcoin.
It's not too late.
Traces. He's got 80 million shares of Pepe the Frog. Man. Trace Bezos.
Hells yeah.
Trace Bezos.
Hells yeah. Yeah, I mean, look, I know what you're saying, and it is frustrating, and I could see how it's going to be more frustrating in the future. But I can't necessarily hate Bezos for putting in his work and doing his time and doing what he could to scale his business, and now he's living a good life and reaping the benefits of his hard work. So I can't hate on that.
It's not, but
so it's difficult
So there was a certain amount
parse it out.
There was a certain amount of hard work and a certain level that he got to, was good for him. And then he started paying off people.
So where does it go evil?
And getting, where's the what?
Where do you think it went evil? Like with a guy like Bezos, was there a point in time where you say, okay, here's where I think it became out of line? Like, is there a?
I'm sure there. I don't know where.
Like, do you use Amazon?
Like Amazon is one of the worst examples. Like Walmart.
Do you use it?
Oh, I don't, but Donna does.
Okay,
and if
so
I want something, I tell her to get it
off of Amazon.
Yeah.
That's.
Well, I use an iPhone too, and it's made by Chinese slaves. I mean, we're all hypocrites.
Yeah, that's it. We're all hypocrites. So,
But like I would never be. If I had a business, like Jeff Bezos, I wouldn't have built it past a certain point because I was like, I got enough money.
then somebody else would have come along and eaten you.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's dog eat dog, and then you've got this,
Well, I'm very happy that you support a dog eat dog world that turns into dog shit. And I'm gonna call you when we've quit doing the hang 6 years from now, and I go, look what happened now, man. Hope you're happy. Click.
Oh no, because here's the thing: is I'll agree with you. It's in theory, right? Like it's easy to play devil's advocate, but and again, we're all hypocrites. So I get it, and I don't disagree with you. In fact, I agree with you. But it's just like you have to, unfortunately, I guess, figure out a way to adapt and go, okay, how am I going to survive in this volatile climate that's going to happen?
Yeah. See, I should probably just totally agree with you because, like, my career, I tried to be, just an honest, average guy, not do a lot of lying or anything. And I'm looking back, I goes, man, I should have been more of a liar. I should have learned how to work, man. I should have been moving and shaking and wheeling and dealing. But
well, that wasn't your thing.
no,
It's just not you.
No.
There's no sense in pretending it could be, because eventually the jig would have been up and you've been like, oh, I've been faking this cutthroat mentality for the last 30. Like, that's not you.
it's not me. I'm just
Just a nice guy.
a nice guy.
Yeah.
Is that hard? Is that hard to be a nice guy?
No,
Seems to be.
I don't
I
know
think that
anymore.
there's just a few real SOBs that have the drive and the wherewithal to stab everybody in the back and they're sociopaths. See, sociopaths rise to the top because they can pretend like they're average members of society. Well, they're pretending to be interested in what you're saying, and they're thinking how they can screw you the whole time.
Yes, agreed.
And they can lie to your face, and they can hurt you, and they don't care about the ramifications.
But I still maintain you have to have that top 1%. You have to have those you got to have those ballers out there to give hope and motivation to the other folks that may not otherwise have it. And you, just like in a company, you have to have highly paid employees on a certain level to show other people that it is possible.
But you see, what you're saying is, and that framework is good. But the framework used to be, Matt,
Mike?
that you were a top 1%er and you were a CEO of a company and you made $1 million a year, maybe.
Yeah.
And people are like, now they make hundreds and hundreds. It's become exponentially perverted.
Agreed. I don't disagree with that.
The great capitalism is a great model. I agree with you. And it back in the 50s and 60s and 70s, there was more economic. Well, you can see the chart. Great system, rich growth, middle class growth, and middle class growth was actually a little more. A little more. It would go up more. Now it's like this. They're up here.
Yeah,
it's gone.
Either you're 1 or a 0.
And that you want to go to a sporting event. Back in the day, average Joe go buy his ticket to the football game for $25 and cheer on his team. Good luck getting a seat for under a couple $100 now. It sucks.
We're going to have to go to high school football games and get tickets to those.
It's exciting going to high school football games. I wonder how much a high school ticket you're probably going. $17 for a high school football game? What the hell?
Wouldn't that be great if that became the new rage, like for the middle class? Like, we can't afford pro games, so go to the high school games.
When Don and I used to go up to there was a park at the end of our street, and we'd go up there and watch the softball games on Friday nights because we didn't have any money. We had $0.
Yeah, well, there was a simple beauty to that, of like being able to go, oh, all right, yeah, high school game, $2. All right, I'll take it. $2, I'm in.
Still football.
Yeah, still football, nonetheless.
I hope you didn't pay attention to the lawn or the pool. I've been in out of action for a couple weeks. It's like got to get out there and The
No.
weeds are it's mainly in the back though. So. In the front, I also wanted to ask you: Do you like? It cost a lot of money. I had the entire front lawn sodded with dollar weeds.
I love the dollar weeds. It's a very nice touch.
That didn't like up a year ago. That wasn't like that. I think like Buttercup, our horse that we had to put down.
Yep.
She had to live in the front yard for about a year.
Yeah.
On and off, sometimes we put her up, but she was mainly front yard because the other horses would just nudge her away and eat her food. And, she was old. And I think the hay and stuff has weeds, like in it, probably seeds and stuff like that. And it just it's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. There's going to be no grass in the summer. Those are all going to die.
So wait, do you have like a Forrest Gump style tractor that you ride around on? Like, how do you cut the grass here in general? Or do you? I have no idea.
I got a zero turn.
So you're out there.
Oh yeah, I've never had a pool guy or a lawn guy.
How often are you cutting the grass out here?
During the summer, it's once a week, man. Yeah.
So it's about that time where you got to start.
No, it's probably not till April or May. So I like mow one section one day, and then so it take me about two or 3 days, and then I get a few days off, and I got to start mowing again. Horses really help though. Once we got the horses, I was mowing. It was a nightmare before we got the horses.
I'm determined to get you into a condo.
I'm ready now.
So
I'm
you
ready
can
now.
just chill.
I'm
I'm ready now, to be honest with you.
I'm taking care of a pool and mowing your yard, fixing pressure washing. See, some people love that stuff, and that's fine if you love it.
Yeah.
Some people are like, "Yeah, I'm going to do this," and I'm just like, "What?
Yeah, the
Want to
Mr.
go to lunch?
Yeah, the Mr. Fix-It's out there. It's fine for them.
Knock yourself out. I don't want to do any of that stuff. I don't want to clean my pool. I do it because I have to, and as soon as I don't have to, I don't ever want to do it again.
I know, right? Like, yeah, I'm determined. You got to you need a nice condo, Mike. You got to get yourself into a nice condo.
I'm thinking about it.
Are you seriously like more and more?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
We got a lot of animals. We're stuck here.
Yeah.
There was a thing on Twitter. Do you know Matt Walsh, the conservative guy?
I do, yeah.
Okay. So he's talking about Social Security, and he's saying there's no reason we should outlaw the retirement age of 65. He's like, there's no reason that you should retire at 65, and Social Security need to be done away with. You need to just take care of your own this and blah blah blah. And it's like, see, that's the mind of an asshole who's a well-off person. It's like, you're going to tell some guy's been laying bricks been roofing for 65 years. Hey, you got five more years of roofing, buddy. That's just.
I have never heard anything Nancy Pelosi says that I've agreed with, except for one day on CNBC. They were interviewing about Social Security and potentially it going bankrupt or people being able to, all that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And Nancy Pelosi, of all people, for me, I don't want to agree with anything Nancy Pelosi says.
Detestable.
But she goes, we have to keep Social Security. She goes, these people, the American people, have worked and put into this. This is not like our money. It's their money. This is our duty and our responsibility to make sure that we give them their money that they've paid into. It's not like they're giving us money out of nowhere. Like, we've put into this all our life. So for Social Security to go away is mind-boggling because that's our money. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've put into that. It's
they've taken your money for years. Yes.
It's not free money that they're giving you once you turn a certain age. That's your fucking money that you're getting a little bit back. And but again, I actually agreed with Nancy Pelosi, and I'm going, thank God at least she has that common sense on that perspective on that particular issue, because that's a really important one. As all these baby boomers grow, everything, or myself in the future.
But she said that because that was the politically correct thing for her to say.
And then she bought some stock on a hot tip.
Exactly, for her to say at that time. But she would take away everyone's Social Security, and eventually they will when we become a socialist state like that.
Yeah,
they don't give a shit.
Sucks, man.
It's just the time ain't right. They're grooming us. We're getting groomed big time.
Uh-oh.
We're getting. See, look at Europe. Europe is America in 10 years. 15 years ago, I don't know when it started, the mass immigration from Africa and the Middle East over to Europe. And now London and all these places are experiencing, high crime and rape and all this stuff because countries don't send their best and brightest. And so we looked at that and went, oh, that's what we need to do because that's what we did, right?
Okay.
And then I just saw a guy. I don't know. He's Flemish. I don't know where that is. It's England or something. I don't know where.
I've never heard that before.
I never where Flem is. And he got arrested for 1 year for memes that were posted in a group chat that he was a member of, and there were some, they said racist, and I looked. They showed the memes. They were mildly racist, but not they were just jokes. And it's like put in prison for a year. And you can see with the censorship over here and the wokeness, that's where we're going. And it sucks ass. It does.
It sucks ass.
So look at Europe, and that's where we're going to be. Like I can't believe like Ireland, they're having protests against all the illegal immigration. It's like I can't believe Ireland's letting anybody in.
I don't even know where Ireland is.
It's a tiny little island. It's not a huge country.
Who's going to Ireland to sneak? Who's sneaking into Ireland?
A lot of people.
Is Ireland a big land of opportunity?
I don't think it is.
No offense to Ireland. I don't.
I think every land is a land of opportunity now because the governments will pay you money because it's a giant it's a giant conspiracy. They want this illegal it's not a conspiracy. They want illegal immigration to destroy the fabric of the country, and they're doing everything they can. Like I'm not a big conservative family values guy, but that's what they're doing. They're destroying the fabric of the culture with TikTok and with inflation and with immigration and with all this shit. It's infuriating.
There's so many things that you touched on there that I have to segue, right? Because
segue away.
You said conspiracy and you mentioned it, over. And it got me. I came across a great conspiracy today.
Oh, I love a good conspiracy.
Right? I mean, There's good conspiracy and then there's bad ones. Yeah. I'll give you a bad one that I came across over the weekend at the Oscars when John Cena came out. And he was wearing that.
I agree with you.
And they're going, oh, John Cena is just part of a satanic ritual, and he's part of the system, and this is his initiation.
It's a humiliation ritual.
Yeah,
and
I'm
they
going,
were saying.
Yes, and I'm going. No, it's not. He's not. He's promoting his Staniki movie, and he's just being a funny 90 seconds in time at the Oscars and having a good time with it. That's a bad conspiracy.
I agree because I didn't watch the Oscars. I refuse to watch it anymore. But I saw that clip on Twitter, and I watched it, and I was like, it was kind of funny.
Yeah, I get it.
It was kind of funny. It's like,
But then you got the psychos out there that go, oh, satanic ritual to the man. He's bowing down. It's like, no, dude. He's just cracking it. He's just being a part of a joke.
They came to him. They came to him and pitched the idea, and he was like, probably thought it would be funny, and he pulled it off like
It's great.
He's a pretty decent comedic actor.
Again,
I think that's a bad conspiracy.
Bad conspiracy. Good conspiracy. Candace Owens put on her podcast about she's basically leveraging all of her journalistic integrity on this story. She's like, this is real. There's no way this is not real. All this stuff. And it's that French president Macron and his wife, who's 70, I believe.
I think so, yeah.
Oh, man, I wish I could remember her. Let me see. Brigitte Macron is a man.
Really?
Now, this is, and it kind of screams back to the a la Michelle Obama, Big Mike conspiracy, which I'm not, I think that one's more funny than real, but whatever. But the Brigitte Macron conspiracy is great. And if you watch Candace Owens, she's got a podcast on it, and she does 10 minutes on it about this lady there's no proof of her being a woman before the age of 30. And there's, all these, she points out all these things. Now, whether it's real or not, I have no idea. But the fact that people are looking at this woman and it's the French president and they haven't really defended it as hardcore as they should. Like if somebody was, saying, "Hey, you used to be a man," I'd be like, "No, I'm not. Here I am when I was a child. Here I am when I was a teenager. Here I am."
Yeah.
There's apparently no real picture proof of her being a female. And then they juxtapose her picture with her brother, who her brother's now mysteriously gone or vanished or something. But yet she looks just like him. Like the whole thing's weird. And going, this is a good conspiracy.
This is what Candace Owens is staking her career on?
Yes. How funny is that? How hilarious is that? But if you, now every picture I see of this Bridget Macron chick, I'm going, it does kind of got a dude face. Like now I'm all in on this one.
I don't know if she has that much of a dude face.
If you look at the picture of her brother, she's got a dude face.
But she looks just like her daughter. She looks just like her daughter.
Well,
he does actually. There, she looks like a dude. Yeah, but
yeah,
she's
I don't know.
70. She's probably had work done too.
Again, I'm just digging into it. I just found out about this one today when I watched this clip, and I'm going, okay, this is a good conspiracy. Like that's funny. Not the John Cena doing his satanic ritual stuff. The French president's wife might be a man. That's funny to me. That's good.
If only it were true. They'll just lie, and Candace Owens she'll be fine. Those kind of things used to be career busters. Well, now it's just like,
There's other journalists that reported on it. It's not like Candace is the only one.
Yeah.
There's other journalists, and they this Bridget Macron had apparently sued them for things that really didn't have anything to do with what they're alleging. I don't know. You'll have to watch it. I'm fascinated how this one turns out. And if you're the husband of Bridget, if you're the French president, my God, the fact that you have a wife that even for 1 second people go, "Hey, that looks like a dude. That used to be a dude," and you have to sit there and defend your wife because people think she looked like a dude. Isn't that the worst
part?
Right?
The worst part.
That's so weird to me.
Honey, it's okay.
I'm sorry that
I know everybody thinks you're a man.
I'm sorry that people think you're a dude, sweetheart. Isn't that strange? What a world. What a time we're living in. When even if it's real or not real, what a conspiracy that's hilarious in nature that you have to even... Because again, if she's a woman, the fact that you even have to deal with this because you look like a man. I don't know. The whole thing's weird.
She's looking in the mirror going, I didn't think I looked so much like a man.
And now her husband's got to be looking at her like, oh, she does kind of look like a dude. I don't know.
She should drop her dress at the next public appearance.
But even then, let's say she dropped her dress.
That's AI.
Well,
That's AI.
Yeah, there's always going to be somebody else that's going to go, oh, they manipulated that. Or, oh, it's easy to get your junk lopped off now. Like, there's always going to be that.
There's no truth. There's no truth anymore.
Yeah.
At all.
And there's always going to be a strong rebuttal. For any truth, there's going to be an equally strong rebuttal against it. And there's going to be a matter of just frequency of the messaging that you're hearing will determine which side you believe, right?
Yeah.
How many times are you going to get hit with it?
Or if you're dug in on your position, and you're going to be hit with mostly reinforcement of your position.
Yes.
That's the pandemic. The pandemic, people, people believed whatever the government told them, whatever, and they were dug in, so they were like waiting for more stuff so they could tell you're stupid about.
Yeah.
It's like, oh.
I've created these. I love these conspiracy theories, though. Like, this is so good to me. Worth the watch whenever you get some time.
What's it? Is it like a?
It's like a 10-minute.
What's it on? Where can I find
Candace
it?
Owens. She's on YouTube.
That's right. On her podcast. Oh,
yeah.
I'll look on YouTube then.
Yeah, she's got it on there. It's like, I think she's like 10 minutes into her show. She does like 10, 12 minutes on it. Just funny to me. I don't know. I think, again, above it all, the funniest part is if she's in fact a woman, she has to defend herself on being a woman because she might look like a man. It's so weird.
That's a difficult. Sorry, we got into politics, babe. Sorry.
And I think she used to be his teacher. I could be talking out to her, but I think that was like another plot twist is like, Yeah, he was like her former student, and now they're married. I don't know. The whole thing's crazy.
She groomed him. She groomed him.
Something like that. I don't know.
So we're talking, like I mentioned AI, and I've heard that they were saying a story on the news that AI is and Bitcoin in electric cars, amongst other things, is like sucking the power grid dry.
Yep.
And I'm thinking, and then you told us about somebody you know who was doing drills for blackouts.
Yep.
And it's like really seems like what they're setting us up for. Is what they're setting us up for that. Bunch of migrants and no electricity. Woo! America, USA.
Dude, yeah.
Then
I don't.
You're gonna be stuck at home with your electric car.
I know. And I think about these things. It's difficult. I know what you mean. Like, and you're right. And I'm going, okay, blackout, no power. What do we do? Like, what's the moves? And and there's no real perfect solution for it. I mean, you can prep all you want, but until it happens, like, what's going to happen? I went and bought first regarding Bitcoin, as far as like sucking the power, yes, it can use a huge amount of energy, although that's going to get better in the future. And they can actually, if you set up these Bitcoin mines in colder climates, or in El Salvador, they're actually using volcanic energy to mine their Bitcoin. Like there's ways to mitigate that stuff, right? Charging my Tesla, not much talking about that. I don't know.
So, I forgot what I was going to say. It was about Bitcoin. It's okay. So you say there's a finite amount of Bitcoins,
correct?
Right?
Yeah.
Well, what happens when they get all the Bitcoins?
Well, that would be 2140, roughly. So
there's a
we'll
shit ton. So there's a shit ton of Bitcoin.
Not a shit ton. There's, I think 90 something percent of the Bitcoin has already been mined, right? So at max, there'll be 21 million. Now, when it becomes 21 million, that will be in the year 2140, if I remember correctly. So for now, there's only a finite supply that's being produced each day. After the halving, which takes place in April, where they halve the supply, right? Which will then actually be less than the daily supply of gold. Okay, so it becomes more finite and scarce than gold on a daily basis. You're looking at, I think, 450 Bitcoin a day that's going to be mined, right? There's 8 billion people in the world, right? Yeah. So, supply, demand, price go up.
Yeah.
But overall, you're looking at a total supply of 21 million. Now, the creator, Satoshi Nakamoto, essentially has 1 million marked off for himself, but nobody knows who, him, they, we, that, whatever. Mm-hmm. So take that 1 million off the table. We don't think we're ever going to see that 1 million again. If that 1 million did pop up, it would be such a crazy, explosive, weird thing to have happen, because that Bitcoin hasn't moved, right? So it's like, okay, is Satoshi, whoever they are, dead? Have they lost their, code? Whatever it is. There's different theories. But then you talk about other people
keeping it till. I mean,
he'd be the world's richest person.
700. I mean, what is it? 72,000 million. That's a lot.
Wait, what? 72,000 million?
Isn't it 72,000?
Yeah, roughly, yeah.
So 1 million of them. So that's 72,000 million, whatever that number.
Yeah, whatever that number is.
That's a big number.
Right.
That's a big number.
And that person would be very difficult to stay anonymous at that point, because everybody's watching that. Yeah. Everybody's going to go, oh, wow, that moved? That hasn't moved in however long, right? All of a sudden, because you can track it. You can't track identity per se, but you can track wallet addresses and all that stuff. And then you talk about coins that have been lost. So now you're talking about, likely a couple million Bitcoins that have been just lost. People lose their password, forget about it, whatever. So really, at the end of the day, you're talking about probably 17 million. That's debatable. 17 million Bitcoin to go around the world. And that's it.
Yeah.
That's it. So, that's where the property of scarcity comes in. It just depends on what your outlook on it is. I'm not here to try to, I don't know. I'm fascinated by it, have been for years.
If governments don't want something to be, though, it won't be.
Right. But the government's sort of already kind of, I don't want to say giving its blessing, but the fact that there's ETFs involved now in the U.S. is a crazy sort of thing of going, because if the U.S. were to go, hey, we don't want Bitcoin anymore, we're outlawing whatever it may be, the BlackRocks of the world, all these different, the Fidelities of the world, they're going to go, no.
Yeah.
You can't do that. We've got we've got this in their IRAs now. Like now it's become a legit asset class. So it's almost, they can't really do that.
I mean, the stock market is a complete sham. So what's the difference in rolling your dice on Bitcoin than than investing in a stock that could crash and you have zero? It's pretty much the same. So
I sold my Amazon stock and bought more Bitcoin.
Yeah, it's probably a good idea.
Because I was looking at my Amazon stock over like a 3-year period or something like that, or 2 year, whatever, however long I had it. And I'm going, this hasn't gained for shit. So when I finally got to a break even or just above a break even, I was like, I'm selling this. And I bought Bitcoin with it and just added to that. And, I
mean, it's a place to be right now.
I don't know.
It's going gangbusters.
Yeah. It's interesting. I don't know. I mean, I don't know who in the chat is a believer or not a believer.
Does anybody in the chat own any Bitcoin?
That's an actually curious thing because, again, you're talking about just average. I mean, I get the people calling me now or texting me like, hey, so what's up with that thing you were telling me? I'm like, I was telling you about it at 10,000. I've been telling you for a very long time. And now you want to come and ask me again about it. I'm.
Yeah.
This point, I'm not. And my wife used to always say, like, stop telling people about it. She's like, you look like a salesman of this thing,
a huckster.
Yeah. So I was like, she's right, and I don't want to be that person. So
Big Kahuna says he owns some Bitcoin.
There you go.
Hey,
What?
do you have that picture just up on?
Oh, babe. Oh, if you ever see that.
If I ever I'm supposed to see
it's
that.
not this, yeah.
Okay.
But I had it covered anyway, so you wouldn't have known. Sorry about that.
You guys have been forced to look at Bridget Macron for the last.
And the chat will
10
tell
minutes.
me. They'll tell me all the time, but then they give up. They just give up. Just give it up. They know I'm not gonna notice it.
Well,
Let's see. That's I don't know if too many people have Bitcoin.
See, that means it's still early. You know what I'm saying? Like it's
So like, what do you if you're buying a share of Bitcoin? What do you buy?
The equivalent of a share would be called a Satoshi. Okay, so there's 100.
I'm out.
No.
I'm just kidding.
100 million picture it like pennies to a dollar. Right?
Yeah,
there's
so
100 million Satoshis in one Bitcoin. Right, so you can buy one Satoshi, you can buy two, you can buy
as many Satoshis as you want.
many Satoshis as you want. When you get to 100 million Satoshis, you now have a whole Bitcoin. So that's that's the simple math of it. So, but if you look at the gold market cap, which they're saying, which I hope is true, by 2030 it will have surpassed the gold the market cap of gold, which I think is 12 trillion, or 20 trillion. Bottom line is, like, I've seen predictions and they're going, hey, look, could be worth $500,000 by 2030, could be worth $1 million by 2030. But goddamn, wouldn't anybody out there who is stuck in this financial system and have their money and their everything they have put in a bank where they're making dick for interest and everybody's trying to screw them? Don't you just want a little bit of hope? Like, maybe that's why I'm looking at it. So
yeah,
I
would think the average person would be thinking the average person isn't going to spend any time researching Bitcoin. They're just going to go, I don't even know what that is. It could be, sounds like a Ponzi scheme to me. But it seems like, if I was going to invest some money, I might be getting some Bitcoin. I mean,
there was people that were buying it during the pandemic. They were getting these government checks. Or they were taking loans at 0% interest because you could borrow money at 0%, right?
Yep.
And they were going, all right, we're going to buy Bitcoin with it. And then you saw the price of Bitcoin spike, and they're paying no interest on they're at 0 interest loans, and they're buying Bitcoin. Like, those are people that are just smart
Yeah,
in a different
smarter
way
than me.
Yeah, like it's just a different sort of vibe. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm too late for the Bitcoin game.
No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not.
Find my. Just looking for something. We're gonna for the bar show Friday. And I'm thinking we're gonna make up Trace. We're gonna make up Trace like Amanda Bynes.
Please.
All you need is a blonde wig, the black eyebrows. You draw. All you need is a ballpoint pen to draw that. Nose ring. Oh,
That is a gangster tattoo, man. That is just a heart on the face.
were you like not in that age group to watch all that? I think her show. Were you older?
I was too old for that. I know who she is only because of all this, stuff that she's been going on, lately. So Amanda Bynes, I only know it because of all of this.
And she was real cute.
Yeah,
she was a real cute girl. I don't know. How does your face change so much? She's bizarre. Yeah, I mean, she's mentally ill.
This might.
She's going to be a nail girl.
Not necessarily.
She's going to pass. She's got the test today.
You have to listen closely, though.
Wow. Oh, why?
Yeah,
I didn't even know there was a video.
Oh,
I didn't watch the video. I just got this, and this is what we're going to do with Trace.
Oh, play the clip.
Oh, okay.
Hey everybody, I wanted to let my fans know that I'm taking the board exam to get my manicurist license this Tuesday. I really hope I pass the test this time. I will let you all know if I do or don't, of course.
This time.
That's the thing.
This time.
Yeah. So
that's what
based on that clip, she may have failed the test.
The nail polishing test.
Which I don't know what that test looks like. I'm not a good test taker.
I mean, I bet it's not. You can't just give a manicure. You got to know what you're doing, man. You got to know what you're doing.
But isn't that weird that she's like, by passing this time?
I mean, that's really all I needed to hear.
I'll keep retaking it until I get the license.
And I won't stop until I'm able to fuck your nails up. I will not quit. I will not quit until I'm able to look at you with my heart on my cheek and mess up your nails thoroughly and completely.
She'll probably do well. People will be going to the,
Will
crazy.
she, though?
I don't know. Well, it depends on how bad she murders your cuticles, I guess.
Yeah, like, I don't care how famous you are. If you start hurting me, I'm gonna walk out.
If you do some shitty nail work, all right.
I got to see what this exam's all about. It must be tough.
Is it like an exam, a written exam, or is it just? I guess you have to like do somebody's nails, right? Do they have a bunch of volunteers to get pedicures and manicures at the nail?
I know they do.
Nail techs.
I know they do that with hairstylists. Like
state board exam.
They'll do. Yeah, they'll have those salons where if you want a cheap haircut, and you're willing to give yourself up to the Almighty, you go there and they'll cut your hair for free or for like $5, and they style you.
At the high school I went to, they had a what's it called?
Cosmetology.
Cosmetology, class, and people would come, get the old ladies in there getting their hair dyed and stuff for free. I'd love to know, because do you think you actually have to do nails like to get, or is it just a written test and anybody can hack at your cuticles? So
if it is a written test. I can't even imagine what's on the test. I can't because it's real world experience. It's got to be. So if she's going to take this thing until she passes it, it means that she's definitely fucked somebody's cuticles up before.
Yeah.
Or done something.
They're like, no.
Yeah.
And the guy's behind her going, crazy.
She can't pass the test to do nails.
Don't give her a sharp nail file. Yeah. So babe, remember, we want to make Trace up like Amanda Bynes tomorrow. Friday. All right.
Poor Trace.
I can't wait to do that. That's a good Halloween costume.
That's pretty good.
That's a great Halloween costume.
Yeah. She looks like a juggalo. You know what I mean? Like she looks like a hardcore ICP fan right now.
What is she thinking? What does she see? She looks in the mirror and says, "That's the look I was going for."
Well, what's going on with the eyebrows? And I'm not picking on her. I don't know. I'm just legit asking the question. Like, are any of the eyebrows real on that one, or is that all penciled on?
I don't. That's a good question.
Because the shape of them are very
I
unnatural.
think it's unnatural. A lot of girls are doing the paint eyebrow. Everybody's doing the big giant fake lashes too. The big giant ones.
Yeah, well,
I
I
don't
noticed
know.
they do, the girls now. The new trend is they take their eyebrows and they spike them upward,
Yeah, yeah.
which is weird to me because I always looked at like Spock in Star Trek. I was like, these eyebrows are freaky. Now
I
girls
never
are like
noticed.
going, all right, we're gonna brush them upward and glue them so they stay. up.
Yeah, that's what you got to do.
Looks insane.
All right, let's take a break. So we should just do the hot mic. Were you around for? You weren't around for the hot mic. You were long gone for the hot mic.
No, yeah, no hot
So
mic.
You were on Twitch, and we'd take the break, the 8-minute and 20-second break, and they would have a mic with flames coming out of it, icon, and the mics would be live,
Okay.
and we would not talk.
Huh.
It was fast. It was 8 minutes and 20 seconds of dead air.
So you want to do that? You want to
That's-
recreate
yeah,
that
we're gonna recreate
scenario?
that. Give you some hot. I feel bad doing that.
Yeah, no, we can't do it because what happens is we upload this to the podcast,
Oh yeah, that's not good.
and then I see the listenership, and it trails off,
I
and then they don't make it to the second hour or whatever.
Oh, thanks for telling me that because we wouldn't want to do that.
Yeah, so now we got to play something.
Now I can play Ned's pickleball song.
Hey.
Maybe some Neil Diamond. I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, by the way, get the hang on Spotify, TuneIn, Amazon. No, is it Amazon? I don't know. Google. What? Yeah, all that stuff. Search the hang.
Do it. Just do it. We'll be right back. with More of the hang. Actually, no, I'm not gonna do that. I got my reasons. I gotta do. I know. I gotta do what I gotta do, Matt.
Okay.
Gotta do what I gotta do and find something that is kosher, that I've played before and I know is kosher. And we'll be right back. The mush mouth. Medical was too good today. I got this bitch. Cola, it's my cola. Biden, you're my everything. I know you are not a puppet. You were in such good shape. You will never kick the bucket. You were doing everything. Man, I love that Bidenomics. When you're on the ballot, I will put my fucking X upon it. Joe, you never lie. No, there is no cover-up. You wanted 20. Trump was just a runner-up. You'll save our country from that crazy MAGA stuff. And we will elect you one more fucking time. Cause Biden, you're the best. You're the fucking best. Leader of the West. Trump, we all detest. You're the best one in the land. We know you're in command. You're Hunter's bestest dad. You're Hunter's bestest dad. Biden, you're the fucking. See you on your bike. Yeah, you don't need a wheelchair. See you're in your swimsuit. Man, your legs got curly hair. Yeah, they got curly hair. They got curly hair. He's so good with kids. They love it when he sniffs their fucking hair. I know that Hunter never had a crack pipe. You did such a good job bringing down the gas price. Don't believe the lies about that Ukrainian cash heist. Joe was such a brother, he should probably have a black wife. Troop withdrawal, yeah, some might say you got it wrong. Up at 6 doing push-ups at the fucking break of dawn. Off the chopper, see you sprinting across the fucking White House lawn. Finger on the button, yeah, you could send some fucking bombs. And I'm so tired of the doom and gloom. Screw old Donald Trump and screw his dirty fucking silver spoon. Yeah, the MAGAs are stupid. Yeah, those yahoos are deluded. Biden, you're everything. I know you are not a puppet. You were in such good shape. You will never kick the bucket. You were doing everything. Man, I love that Bidenomics. We are on the ballot. I will put my fucking bikes upon. Joe, you never lie. No, there is no cover-up. You wanted 20. Trump was just a runner-up. You save our country from that crazy MAGA stuff. And we will elect you one more fucking time. Cause Biden, you're the best. You're the fucking best. Leader of the West. Trump we all detest. You're the best in the land. We know you're in command. You're Hunter's bestest dad. In Ukraine, Zelensky gets a blank check. Jilla's such a hottie, I bet you fucking crank that. I really get off when old Joe, he starts to whisper. Unlike Donald Trump, you won't get pissed on by some strippers. Biden is a genius, he's winning on the issues. MAGA lunatics, we all be crying in their tissues. See a 10-year-old girl and you'll give her a loving tickle. Itchy trigger finger when you shoot a fucking missile. You're big and strong like King Kong, and I hope this will be your theme song. Yelling at Joe Ducey, yeah, you're spicy just like Dijon. You don't take no shit, oh yeah, you give it back to Elon. Yeah, some say you are a crackpot, but you are a player, but you got some stock in BlackRock. Hunter never, ever, ever, ever smoked a crack rock. Fox News is just lying when they talk about his laptop. I knew you were not a puppet, you were in such good shape. You will never kick the bucket, you were doing everything. Man, I love that Bidenomics. When you're on the ballot, I will put my fucking X upon it. No, you never lie, no, there is no cover-up. You won at 20, Trump was just a runner-up. You'll save our country from that crazy MAGA stuff, and we will elect you one more fucking time. Because Biden, you're the best, you're the fucking best. Leader of the West, Trump we all detest. You're the best one in the land, you know we're in command. Your Hunter's best is dead, your Hunter's best is dead, Biden, you're the fucking best. Best I ever had, best I ever had, best there ever was. Yeah, this is the kind of song you want to dedicate to somebody. Just make sure they're not a MAGA somebody. Oh yeah. How about that pro-Biden song? How you like them apples?
I like that we're ready to launch stage.
This is my smoking song. It ain't very long, but guaranteed to get the job done. Smoke one. What the fuck you waiting on? Get high. I'd love to blaze your high as the sky, but it get hot. White, how hot? So hot your brain about to fry. This is my smoking song. It ain't very long, but guaranteed to get the job done. Smoke one. What the fuck you waiting on? Get high. I'd love to blaze your high as the sky, but it get hot. White, how hot? So hot your brain about to fry. Check it out. I roll with Swisher Sweets, and all day long I'm down to smoke. When it comes to cheap and dope, it's gotta be dro to make me choke. What's the word up on the low? I'ma let you know soon as I hear that dro gon' take a few hours, but I got hookups on that pure. What you want, player, what you need, come to you, no stems or seeds. Twist it up just as quickly as you get it, and you will see. Switch your sweets and greenery gon' leave you floating like the sea. Caribbean islands where I find them dope dealers supplying me. I got no time for your bullshit. When you say you ain't got my goods, check your references and find out I'm reliable in the hood. Give me bam, I wish you would. You'll see just how Lil White work. Say you pushing Thunder Chicken, bag it up, let's watch it twerk. If it's some dirt, then you'll get no cheese in return when I come back. The only reason I do that's to get a refund on my stack. But if it's fire, I'm coming back to get some more, and that's a fact. Best to believe it's gotta be good at green, that's where it's at. This is my smoking song. It ain't very long, but guaranteed to get the job done. Smoke one. What the fuck you waiting on? Get high. I'd love to blaze your high as the sky, but it get hot. White, how hot? So hot your brain about to fry. This is my smoking song. It ain't very long, but guaranteed to get the job done. Smoke one. What the fuck you waiting on? Get high. I'd love to blaze your high as the sky, but it get hot. White, how hot? So hot your brain about to fry. So you gotta quote a key or some of that California chronic. If it's fire, I'm jumping on it, and if it ain't, I'm bouncing off it. Ain't no profit coming back off big old bag of Bobby Brown. Soon as I get that shit, I'm Frazier bound and down to smoke a pound. I never frown as long as that Mary Jane is all up in my system. Too bad you missed them. Work them 6 months that we turn to victims. It's on again, like you got a 2-liter Coke and a fifth of pen.
It just doesn't matter! It just
I lost it. I fucked it up. I can't find it. No! No! There it is. It's our new opening.
What is going on?
Let's kick it in. Let's kick it in. How do people think of these? I think of these. I don't know if I was screen sharing that.
People are creative.
I think I didn't. I fucked the whole thing up, man.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I think I did.
Nah, it's fine.
I just wanted to give a taste of what it was. I clicked on this and I was like, what? Who would think of this? It's bizarre.
It's a total high thought, right?
Yeah. And it's so perfect, though.
See, when you have high thoughts, you forget them. People like this go, I have a high thought, and then they move forward with it. Like, whoa.
They do them. They actually do them.
Yeah. Yours, they're in and out. You move on to the next high thought. They're sticking with it.
Thought of 20 things I wanted to talk about today and forgot them all.
I'm sorry.
That's quite all right.
We got plenty of stuff.
We got plenty of stuff.
I tell you, I went to buy a gun at the store over the weekend. A shotgun.
A shotgun.
A shotgun.
Did you get one?
No. Tried. I'm on a list.
Oh, waiting list.
No. A list. No, I'm kidding. I'm not on a list. No, I did. I went there to get a shotgun, but I don't know anything. I'm not a gun guy, right? So it's
boy. You see, depends on what gun shot. A lot of gun owners are real patronizing. I mean, gun shop owners.
Yeah.
You dread it to go in there if you're just not a gun guy.
Well, it wasn't him behind the counter that wasn't great, but the other customers who are gun guy on either side, and I go finally he came and helps me, and he goes. Only because I was forcing myself on him. Otherwise, he would have talked to the real gun guys there all night long behind the counter. Like he would just wouldn't, like I was bothering him as he was talking to the real gun guys.
It's like a gun bar.
Yes,
hang out all day at the gun bar.
Yeah, like what do you carry? And then they talk about what they carry
all day long.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
And so finally, I got a little help, and I go, yeah, I'm here for a shotgun. He goes, home defense or range or sport or something like that. I go, no, home defense. I said, but honestly, I don't really know what's good. And he goes, home defense. He goes, no needs to spend more than $200-$300. And I'm like, oh, okay. So he goes, we got this one. I go, is that one okay? He goes, yeah. I go, all right, let's just do that. Like, I don't know anything. I'm just like, let's just do that.
That's what I would do. I don't know if I could take his word for it.
I don't know.
It's like when you go to the mechanic, you're like, sure, change your transmission.
Yeah, no idea. So he gets me filling out the paperwork, but since I don't have my concealed permit, I got to wait 3 days. But then turns out that gun was...
Concealed permit for a shotgun?
I have no idea. Again, I don't know anything. I'm just going based off what he's telling me, right? So I have a waiting period to pick it up unless you have your permit, I guess is a
okay.
So I'm like, all right. Well, turns out that gun was already sold, but for some reason it was still on the shelf, and so I'm like, all right. It's not like I need it today, so I'll just no sweat. I'll come back at another time, and but then I end up talking to gun guy next to me. And I'm like, yeah, I said, I don't know much, He goes, well, I didn't know much when I first started out either, but now I'm pretty, he goes, what do you have now? And I go, like I got like a SIG, like I go a Glock, SIG 22 or something like that.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, like I didn't even know that's not even the kind of gun I have. I have like a 33. So now I'm looking like a real asshole because I got home and I checked my gun. I'm going, oh, I didn't even say that part right. Like I'm just so.
So were you? Is there such a thing as a SIG 30 or whatever you said it was?
I think I have a Glock 33. Like I'm not even. I looked at the gun.
Oh, okay, so you said Glock. You had a Glock 33.
It's definitely
and you had a SIG. Okay.
Yeah, but I told the guy a 22, which now I'm thinking back, and 22 is like a pea shooter.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. I don't
now
know a
I'm-
lot, but I know that.
Now I'm looking like a pussy at the gun bar on top of it. Like I can't buy the shotgun. I want to buy a shotgun, but I can't. I don't know anything about anything. And I'm going, this gun life is not for me. So then I text.
You got to get into gun life.
Well, I text somebody I know. I go, hey, is this a good shotgun? Like later on the night, he's like, yeah, that's a good one. I'm like, okay, cool. He goes, we should go to the gun show next time it's here in town. And I'm like,
get your pick of shotguns.
and I started like reflecting, and I just typed back. I go, I'm not ready for that. I've never been to a gun show. I don't think I'm ready for a gun. I'm not gun guy.
You're gonna be overwhelmed.
Yes, the
You're gonna
autism.
Have you're gonna have a panic attack at the gun show.
Yeah, like I don't want to be around that many guns.
Too many guns. Too many guns.
So then I started looking at other weapons in the store. I'm going, oh man, this pepper spray looks pretty sweet. They got another weapon. It's just a knife on a stick. Okay, just
Knife
like
on a stick.
total spear.
Yeah.
like an old school spear with a sharp ass
They're
knife.
selling spears now.
Oh my god! And it's like, yeah, you can just poke somebody with it and just gut them. And I'm going,
Like an O.J. Simpson deal.
yeah, I'm like,
That's what
that
he
seems,
used.
that seems pretty cool. And I know I've been pepper sprayed before by accident, and that shit sucked. So I'm going, maybe I'm pepper spray guy. Maybe I'm not quite gun guy.
You're pepper spray guy.
Maybe I'm pepper spray guy.
I don't know if pepper spray's not going to necessarily do the job.
Have you ever been pepper sprayed?
What do you miss him with your pepper spray?
Well, then, I mean, what if I miss him with my gun?
Well, you get more. You know.
I know this is
You get
dumb.
one-
It's a weird train of thought.
I mean, you get one shot with the pepper spray because.
You do? You only get,
I think you're gonna miss, and he's coming at you. I don't know.
as soon as that pepper spray hit me,
A shot. See, that's why
I was
that's
down
why
for the
you-
count.
That's why you use the shotgun. That's why it's for home defense because it sprays.
sprays,
so like,
right?
You know, I could just go blammo right now and blow you away just by doing that. You know?
yes.
With a pistol, I could miss you from here.
Well, that's what I was thinking about getting the shotgun. So I'm still gonna get the shotgun. It just wasn't the one I.
It wasn't to be.
It
that
wasn't.
way.
Yes, it was not available.
Now you get to go do a second trip to the gun store.
Now I have to meet gun guy again. And
you're basically shamed.
Yes.
You're shamed when you go to the gun store if you're not a gun guy.
And he goes, well, yeah. And he goes, all right. Well, you need bullets with this? And I go, this is prior to me not knowing it was available. I just go, yes, yes. I don't.
Tell me what kind of bullets I need.
Yes. He goes, great. Would you like me to get those? I'm like, yes, because there's 2 aisles of bullets. I'm like going, I don't know what. I know there's shotgun shells. Like I don't know what. I don't know what's going on.
Shotgun shells come in so many different, deer shot, buck shot, this shot, that shot.
I want the one that's going to spray the most and
Yeah.
kill the most.
most
whatever.
intruders.
Yes, most intruders.
Yes.
While being legal
Yeah, that's
within the bounds of the law.
Exactly.
Like, isn't there what's the one the hollow points, right? For like just handguns.
Yeah.
I know those aren't legal, right? There's no way a hollow point's legal, right?
Maybe not. I don't know. I don't think they. Last, I thought they were illegal, but I'm not sure.
So I'm talking to a not gun guy
Yeah,
either.
it's not gun guy talk. That's our new show. Not gun guy talk. You want some misinformation and some questions about guns?
That pepper spray did look sweet though.
That's our sponsor, is pepper spray.
Yeah. How far is the range on that pepper spray? When I spray it, is it going to go? I need it to go 150 feet.
Okay, so not gun guy show. Yeah, I know, and I've shot, plenty of times. Not.
What's the?
I don't go to the range, and enough probably. It's
Have you
just
shot a
it's not-
shotgun?
Yeah, I've shot probably most things.
Okay, what's the kickback like on a shotgun? Because my wife was going, okay, that's got a lot of kickback, right? I'm going, Allegedly, yeah. I've just never. I don't
Been
know.
a long time since I shot a shot. It's got probably just the average kick of a. I don't know. I haven't shot a rifle in a long time.
I'm asking the other not gun guy about a kickback on a shotgun.
It's perfect. It's perfect. They're not gun guys.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't. We should not be the ones going to the range together.
Yeah, I'm always paranoid at the range. This guy, I don't know what I'm doing.
Is Trace gun guy?
Because they'll really get on you at the range. Man, you don't do anything.
Yeah,
or somebody will be right there going, hey.
Which good?
Yeah, he's not gun guy. He just likes guns. He's not gun guy.
Does he know a lot about them?
Probably a decent amount, yeah.
Okay.
But he's not gun guy. He just likes to shoot. He likes to destroy things.
Okay.
He likes to.
So it's not skilled weaponry. It's just weaponry.
Yes, he just likes to. Oh shoot! Sorry.
There's nothing to be sorry about. I don't even know what happened.
I just made a noise. But Trace is like, he's coming to the compound when the apocalypse comes because Trace, there's some guys at the road. I think they're gonna take our canned meat, and he's gonna have to go execute them.
Will he be the fearless one?
More than anybody else that I know.
Yeah. What about your other son? What would he?
Maybe him be shaking my hand, going, "Thanks, Dad." Yeah, send Trace again.
Great. Would you go out there first or with Donna?
I would have to go out there first,
But you wouldn't want to.
just so she wouldn't go. That's my level of bravery. Okay, I'm going. No, you stay, babe. I'm going. I'm gonna go try to kill the guys. I would. No, you gotta stay. I'm doing it. Damn it! I'm just.
Yeah.
They creep up there.
My perspective on things have changed because, like now, like I would take a bullet for my family, right? I would.
Yes.
Like, legit.
Yeah.
But when I was first dating my wife, they were like, "Oh, would you do anything for her?" I go, "I don't want to get shot. Like I don't want to. No." And I guess that came across rather poor because it's like, oh, I guess it's like a question of like, oh, it's unconditional. But I'm like, well, I don't. Who wants to get shot? Like, how does that work? Like, at what point do you go? Yeah, I would do anything. Now I would do anything. But I mean,
I don't know how many people, when it comes down to it, when they're actually pressing the button of get shot or your spouse gets shot, it's just gonna press spouse.
And there's some guys out there that absolutely hate their wives, and some wives that hate their husbands. So it's a pick'em. I mean, look, you got half
rock, paper, scissors.
Yeah, half the marriages ending in divorce. Okay, then the half that stay together, there's probably a quarter of them or a half of them that are miserable, right? Just from being together for so long. So, yeah, which one would actually take the?
I don't know. I don't know my level of gallantry.
Me either.
I don't. Yeah.
Terrible thing to say.
That's why Donna would probably. She would just to beat me. She would say that she would.
Donna, would you take a bullet for Mike? She said nope. It would hurt, right? Ouch.
Yeah. See, nobody wants to take a bullet.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe die in my sleep. Maybe that sounds pretty good because I'm just taking. Dying in your sleep is so coveted to me that I would go ahead and take it now. It's like, yeah, that's the way to go. Had a great life. Now I don't have to worry about cancer. Nothing. I'm out on top. See ya. That's what I'm going. Yeah.
I just came up with a good idea.
Dying in your sleep.
I came up with a good idea.
What is that?
I'm mixing yours with the death penalty. All right. Or whatever. Let's say somebody comes to your house and they're like, "Hey, tonight's the night," right? Or whatever. Or they're gonna pull a book.
Yeah.
And you go, "Hey, do you mind if I fall asleep first? Like, let me take a shit ton of sleeping pills, right?
Yeah, they should do that.
And then you won't know. So it's kind of like the advantage of going in your sleep, but they still get the satisfaction of killing you, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But you're, it's a win-win.
Well, I mean, why don't you, like my cats, when they come to put them to sleep, they give them this drug. It's like a sedative.
Yeah.
And the cat's like still alive, but he's like, he's dead or,
Yeah.
He is out. And then they do the thing, but they won't do that with prisoners. And it's like, why the hell not? Strap him in the chair.
Right. Give him 5 Ambien first.
No, they don't do anything. They give you the death drug. I mean, sure. I mean, personally, I don't care about it, but to avoid public outcry by some people, just put them to sleep and then jab them with whatever you want. Gasoline, man, just kill them.
Yeah,
it won't matter. They're asleep.
Yeah, I mean, look, that electric chair, bro. I mean.
Pretty brutal.
I'm sure you've read the stories and seen a couple videos where they go awry, and it's like, of all the things to go awry, maybe give that man a few sleeping pills first. I'm not saying, look, if he deserves the death penalty, he deserves the death. That's fine and good. I'm not here to debate that.
Yeah.
But prior to flipping a switch on all that wattage, and make him feel that pain. I don't know. Maybe put him to sleep. I don't know.
Give him an overdose of Molly. So for a while he's actually going, these jolts are feeling so good.
That's crazy.
What's going on? I've never felt so alive in my life.
There's got to be a better way. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a wedge issue. They intentionally make it that way, so people are always up in arms. I've never given a shit enough about the death penalty either way. If they were like going to outlaw it, I'd be like, whatever, put them in jail for life. I don't care. Kill them, great. Murderers, kill them. I don't.
What about the gunshot thing where you got all those rifles there. One has a bullet. Nobody knows which one it is, and then that person's just got to stand there and just wait to be like. Why not just put that person to sleep and then fire off the gun? Right? Like, why does that person still?
I don't have a problem with that because that's a little mental. The only suffering there is the mental. Like, oh god, I'm gonna get shot in the head. Oh god, I'm gonna get shot in the head. That's terrible.
And but
I like
do they
that.
have a countdown?
You're a murderer.
I know. Like, I get it. Like, that's the thing. Is like, I get it. But I don't know. Like, if they were like, what's your last request? I'm like, 9 Ambien. That's what do you want for your final meal?
Yep.
9 Ambien. Yep. Call this thing a day.
I don't know why. I guarantee there's some kind of stupid ass
where they have to be alive, awake, and alert.
Some rule that the governor's made up for some stupid ass reason. Yeah,
we shall make a rule.
That's pretty much how it is.
The person must be awake and alert before we kill them.
That's how it goes. I have an idea.
What's your idea, Mr. Mike?
Matthew.
Yes, Michael.
How about we have a pretend war in the Ukraine and steal $200 billion and get away with it completely?
Let's make a rule.
It's a rule about it. If you don't support the Ukraine, you're a nanny poo-poo.
I've got a better idea.
Oh, pray tell.
Now, what we do is instead of using our money, we print more money, so it's out of invisible air. So we are giving them money, but the money doesn't really exist to begin with because it's all printed out of thin air.
Are you saying imaginary money?
Imaginary money, Michael. Let's make it a rule.
I second the motion.
By golly, then it shall be done. We shall give fake printed money to our pretend partner overseas, and we will pretend to back them at all costs.
I say we adjourn for the day and go look at all our money.
Yes. Strip club and drinks for all.
Oh, cocaine, anyone?
I'd love some. Thank you, Michael.
That's how it is.
Yeah, it doesn't sound too far off.
It's like it is now, except without the voices. That's how it is. It's 100% how it is.
Just doddering old fools saying it.
Oh, my God. 40 40 month streak for VW. I mean, no, 40 watch stream streak. So he's on a 40 stream streak, which means he's watched 40 streams in a row.
What a loser!
Which is
I'm kidding.
Oh, you son of a bitch!
I know.
I'm
kidding. I'm kidding. Come on, that's a good one.
That's not easy to do.
That's not easy unless you just leave your computer on. You're just on.
He does.
It's nonstop.
They've got algorithms.
He's at Applebee's right now. He doesn't even know the show's going on.
He's not listening at all. I was trying to put him over.
He's singing karaoke at a bar. Here we are, grinding away.
Just grinding. It's going to be called The Grind in a couple months.
How do we... It's not the hang, it's the grind.
You're going to grind again?
It goes from the hang to the hustle to the grind. Phase 3. Phase 3 is the grind.
Welcome to the grind.
And then phase 4 is the homeless. All right.
Is Matt coming over again? Oh, it's time for the grind again? All right, let's grind away.
Where's the... wait, can somebody... does it make a noise still when people do bits?
Yes, it does.
Can somebody do
Which is the most embarrassing ploy to get a bit ever.
I'm not
Matt.
even... No. I'm not kidding. Does the volume... But you have to have the volume up.
Oh, shit. I don't have it up.
See? We could have been getting a bit. We don't even know it.
No,
The
I can
volume's
see
not
it.
up.
I can see it.
Oh,
I
okay.
can see it. So it's up now. So, yeah.
We'll,
Accidentally had the volume down, if you can believe that.
this is like a adult version of OnlyFans. Like it's not X-rated.
It is.
But like we'll do what you want us to do.
Whatever you guys say, we'll do.
Yeah, we'll talk your topics. Like, give us a topic, we'll talk about it. Like,
I thought you were gonna say we'll talk you through one. I was like,
oh no!
I was like, you know what? I bet that if we started an OnlyFans and it was called Mike and Matt Talk You Through One, look, I'm not even fucking kidding. I'm not even fucking kidding.
I couldn't bring myself to do it.
Word of mouth on how funny that would be. On how good that would be, would make us millions.
I couldn't talk anybody through one.
Oh, I guarantee you.
I can't even talk myself through one. Quiet as a mouse.
Oh, all right. I'll give up on that idea. I was already laying the groundwork.
Like you could talk somebody through one.
Ned can.
Ned,
I just talk as Ned.
Now,
easy.
Now you're talking.
Yeah, you're looking good tonight, buddy. God, you've been working out.
Keep going. Keep going. Tell me how hot I am.
You got a six-pack, buddy. Oh, you know what look good on the six-pack? Oh,
a tiny map of Hawaii. Tell me, Ned.
Actually, a big fucking map of Guam, buddy. Guam. Fuck, you struck. Look at them RPMs. God damn. I see the veins on your arms, man. Yeah, I could do it.
That's pretty good.
I could do it.
Oh.
See, I'm a character actor.
But what are you going to do?
I can't do it. Like right now, I'd be embarrassing.
Yeah, you're blushing right now. What are you going? What about a TikTok getting banned? What are we going to do then?
What are we going to do when TikTok gets banned?
And I mean, not me.
You.
Ned's got such a presence on TikTok. They're going to ban it.
They killed my account.
Did they?
It went like 3.3 million, something like 600,000 I got on some at 25, 12, you're always in the tens of thousands. And then my last one was 25,000. And then every video I do now gets like 200, no matter what I put up.
What in the world? That's so weird.
They do that though. They kill accounts and I don't know why. You never, you'll never know.
So in other words, you don't care if TikTok gets banned or not at this point.
Yeah, I hope they get fucking banned.
Screw you, TikTok.
Yeah, screw you, TikTok.
You shadow ban me, we'll ban you back.
Yeah.
America, this is America.
I probably said something that offended somebody.
Somebody
probably reported me. That's probably what it is.
Maybe.
Somebody flagged, yeah. It's probably that easy. You just... Because they got a thing on a lot of streams, and you can just report them, I guess.
Yeah. I did hear an interesting perspective on the TikTok thing getting banned, right? And I'm trying to remember it correctly.
Yep.
It was, oh my gosh. I wish I could remember the guy's name, but he was basically saying, like, let's not look at this from a social perspective where everybody's like, oh, TikTok's bad for the brain. It's bad for, our children, all that stuff. He's like, look at it from the perspective of, China has this product and they sell it to us, okay? And we consume this product. But we're not able to bring that same kind of product into China, right? So there's no reciprocity there.
Yeah.
So which I thought was an interesting perspective and one that I really hadn't thought of in that direction, because I go with the old angle, which I hear on the news all the time, of TikTok's bad for your kids, blah, that whole thing, right? Whether I agree with it or not, it's not even that.
Yeah.
But the reciprocity angle is pretty legit. That's pretty valid, because we can't import things into China without the CCP going, hey, wait just a second. What are you bringing in here? Meanwhile, they can take this app, shove it down our throats, and we go, this is great. And there's no checks and balances.
It's a complete psyop, and it's not a myth. China, it's on the news. Every network will tell you that Chinese Twitter is just educational.
Yeah.
And they limit it to 30 to 40 minutes a day, and they put this here to destroy our youth.
To dumb us down.
We're so dumb now. We're so dumb.
But isn't the reciprocity thing a better explanation in theory than...
Well, it'd be like just double the reason.
Yeah, double the reason,
Yeah.
So you don't care if TikTok gets banned at this point?
Well, you never know.
I mean, I don't care.
I could make a comeback. The real reason they could be doing it is because what I see a ton of TikToks is millennials going, I can't afford to live anymore. So I don't know if you win an election when you got a ton of young people, who are voting age, who would only vote, young people like that vote generally Democratic. So why would you want that? Before, the narrative was controlled with your lies on the TV commercials,
Yeah.
Now, every kid is watching those TikTok ads. People going, man, I can't afford to eat. Here's my bill at the McDonald's, and they can't be doing that.
You know what's weird though? For every one of those, there's one of some dildo going, I made $10,000 a day, and all you have to do is this: follow these 3 easy steps. And that's even equally as dangerous as anything else in the world, because it teaches these kids all I've got to do is these, and they think money's easy to come by at that point. Because I just got to follow this 20-year-old with a Lamborghini's plan, and everything's going to be fine.
I'd be Andrew Tate.
Yeah, right. Everybody thinks they can have it that easy, which is equally as dangerous. And then there's the TikTok creators who, I remember saw one, one of these news channels was doing an interview with her, and she's crying, and she's like, if they ban TikTok, that's my career, that's my livelihood. And I'm going, that's on you, player.
Yeah.
Don't hang your hat now you gotta get a job. Now you gotta work.
I think that there's they do surveys, and it's a ridiculous amount of young people want to be streamers. They think they're going to be influencers.
Yes.
And it's you can only have so many influencers. And these companies, they take a handful of influencers, direct everybody to them, show how they you can make $40 million a year if, there's 10 people who are doing that, making $40 million a year. It's it's exactly what you were saying. They need those people, so everybody's going, we could do that.
You got to have the dreamers.
And you can't do it. So every once in a while you'll hit it. You got to be lucky and good to hit it. Really, it's really lucky, really, I think. You can be as good as you want to be, and you just never had enough followers to amount to nothing.
No, it's true, yeah.
It's just,
you get lost in this mix.
It's a scam, because most people don't think that. They don't think that they're propping up these people to make all this money because it's good for business.
I mean, think of that. Okay, think of it as far as the size of the ocean, right? Let's just use radio or TV as an example. To be on a premiere show on radio, how many premiere shows in the U.S. do you think there is on radio? And not premiere, not from a snooty way, but just just quality programs throughout the country on radio stations. A few hundred, maybe 1,000.
Really quality, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stations.
Everybody does their own thing.
But there's,
with we'll call it 3,000, 5,000.
Few and far between, I would say.
Okay, we'll use the number 5,000 just for argument's sake. Now, television anchors, right? How many reputable anchors you have in each market? Maybe 10 quality anchors in a market.
Maybe.
Okay, let's call it another 5,000, right? So you got 10,000 people swimming in these two giant industries oceans. Then you've got social media, and you got 8 billion people, and it's an endless ocean, and anybody can jump in at any given time. And there's no barrier to entry other than putting in your email and making a password. Like, that is a giant, giant ocean to try to crack into. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
like, that's crazy.
It's unfathomable.
Yeah, if you look at that's, I don't know. I was just doing math. That seems crazy.
It's just like when you're like a streaming app, it's like you go to the apps, and all the television apps, and you're just like, there's just so many apps. I can't even just if so many apps is diluting everything. And I thought the whole concept was so you don't have to go through all these channels. Now you got to go this app for this and that app for that and this app for that. And it's like, man, I just wanted to turn on the TV and watch TV, man.
I know.
Well, I don't have to go to Tubi and then, what's my password?
Yeah. Dude, Spectrum. Again, the worst. Just
yeah.
But again, it's one of the larger ones. What are you going to do about it? It is what it is. But now when I turn on my cable, now they've got like a screensaver app where it's like, save $10. Like, before I can even access my channels that I'm paying them for, I'm getting hit with another upsell service on the screen. And it doesn't like, it's not like it counts down like a YouTube ad where it's like, okay, you can skip this ad in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have to close out the ad, then load your Spectrum, of which, of course, it goes to Bay News 9 because that's their preferred channel.
Exactly.
So then I go to the guide, and then I've got to scroll down from there. And, of course, I've got to scroll past the Scientology channel, which God knows why that's on my Spectrum app. All these things, I'm going, why am I paying them for this if I just keep getting, like, more stuff? Does that make sense?
I mean, sometimes I think, why we're gonna cancel it. I was like, it's just, and I'd be like, I'd miss watching a lot of stuff, but like I'd probably get more done. Don't need to. What do I watch? So it's like, I'm probably not gonna watch the NFL next year. I'm like over that stuff.
Oh, I know, you're watching ladies sports, right? That's the new.
No, yes, I am. I am watching it.
What is so good about ladies sports?
It's not. It's not as good. It's not as good. But
why are you watching it?
Oh, these girls, they ain't as corrupt. they're not getting as much money.
Yeah, they make 50 cents.
They don't make near as much money. Nick Saban quit. He said because he couldn't take it. He said all the players care about is money now. He's like, it's a totally different culture since they changed it to the NIA or whatever they call it, where the players can get paid.
I'm sorry to hear Nick Saban can't bribe his college players like they used to. That sucks.
Kevin JK, 5,000 bits. We didn't.
Whoa!
We must not have the notification.
Oh man,
have the
I didn't get to hear the
notification
thing.
on.
I wanted to hear the thing.
Didn't hear the thing. I think I had it up. For more Donna yelling. Did you hear that, babe? You need to speak up. Kevin JK cheered 5,000 bits. Said for more Donna yelling.
There it was. Nice Donna Flair. Woo!
Because they were saying you guys ask questions and then you never read the chat.
What do we?
I was gonna yell, but I didn't want to.
Oh, you should have.
From the other room.
Oh no! Always yell. Always yell. That's the best part because we'll never do anything if you don't yell.
Yeah, we must be told. We must be scolded. We need to be scolded, babe.
We need a mommy.
Yep.
I think we do need a mommy. Doesn't you ever feel that way?
They keep you out of trouble.
Yeah, right? What do we got in the chat? So 5,000
forgot.
bits to Kevin JK?
From Kevin JK, yes. Thank you very much, Kevin JK. What question we asked you? We don't even remember the question we asked.
Well, what were the responses? If there's responses, then we can go back to the question. Oh, was it Bitcoin? How many people hold Bitcoin? Or was that a long time ago?
That's a long ass time ago. So
we will go through every single one of these comments.
Oh, look at that. That's a lot of comments.
Really? Oh, man, have we missed all this tantalizing
all that
conversation
tantalizing conversation.
with the listeners.
They're not listening anyway. They talk to themselves. It's like, it's like we're like the live band, and some people are listening, and some people are just having a beer and chatting.
We're the jazz music in the coffee shop.
But it's a good crowd, so everybody keeps coming out. Yeah, but it keeps coming out.
Hey, everybody! Thanks for coming out. We're gonna do a couple more. Hope you're okay with that. Thanks for.
Don't forget to tip your bartenders and waitresses. We'll be here all week.
What's going on in the comments? We've got to have a couple good comments in there, right? No?
We want Beaver Smell Like Tuna says we want Donna in there. Shadow Crypto cheered 500 bits. Oh, that was a little too loud right there.
Tell Donna, come on in.
Donna's always welcome. Donna's always welcome.
Dude,
She can jump in.
I love chatting with her. You guys crack me up together. It's a crazy, unique dynamic to have.
I think it's like
not many married couples do this.
To spend 9 hours talking, or sometimes we do the bar show, which will be Friday night. That would be 12 hours or 13 hours talking to your wife a week outside of your normal talking to your wife.
So you're sick of her, is what you're saying.
And we haven't really had a fight about anything on the air,
dude,
at all.
I listened back on YouTube to the show last week when she was talking about we were talking about like unfortunate circumstances and stuff, and she was like talking about rape, and she's like, I just don't understand why they can't get over it. Now I know she didn't mean like that,
Yeah.
but I'm listening back up and going, oh.
Donna always, she always takes it over the top. Because it's a
like a guy could never get away with that comment, like ever.
Yep, and it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, it was.
She doesn't sit around making inappropriate comments, but then she'll say something just really inappropriate. You're like, there goes Donna again. She took it farther than we tried to take it really far.
Yeah. She just comes in, just over the line. God bless her. I see you've got stickies.
Yeah, 12 hours a day talking with my wife on air. I mean, a week. No, actually,
Not so
I mean,
bad.
I think it's, that's not easy. It's easy. It is easy to do, which is like, it's rare. So it's like, I'm pretty happy that, because like if you have a reality show, it usually breaks apart your family,
Sure.
So we got basically a reality show in here every, day for 3 with our son.
How's he doing, by the way? What's
He's always good.
he's
Just free flowing. He's like he's a little mad. Like they live in a smaller place and they were really wanting to get a bigger place at about the time where it's very hard to afford a bigger place, and he's like, well, we're stuck here for a while. Because it's like, I think Berlin's paying $2,000 a week. I mean, $2,000 a month. And it's like, man, you got 2 kids. That's a rough deal.
$2,000 a month. What is it?
For an
2-bedroom, 1 bed? Like what? I don't even know what that looks like now. For real.
It's a 2-bedroom apartment.
And she's here until she goes to school, or is she up there now?
No, she goes. Yeah, she'll go in like August or July.
We're trying to teach our son about all that stuff with
fun stuff,
all the fun stuff, money management, blah blah blah. But it's like I don't even know how it goes now. Like I don't know the price of apartments. But I know it's crazy.
It's crazy.
But it's like, okay, I also know that what do you require? Your first and last month plus a deposit, right? Like, so you need a pretty healthy amount to just get in the apartment.
Yeah, you got to have some money saved or somebody help your parents help you out.
And it's like, okay, or you look at buying a place, but like you said, buying a place is a crazy thing right now.
Can't do it because of the interest rates. And I heard the Feds are getting ready to raise the interest rates again because inflation is just as shocking to shock you. The inflation actually rose. They thought it was going to go down, but it actually went up. It's crazy, isn't it?
Well, hold on. I must be wrong then. I thought they were going to lower rates, or at least they're set to lower rates later in the year.
They were set to lower rates.
Okay.
Yes. This is recent because the last whatever CPI.
The CPI data
came out where inflation's hotter. Ooh, it's a little hotter than we thought. Thought it was cooling down. We said it was temporary at first, and now we're bringing it down, and now, yeah, it's fucking.
I know it's weird. I always I judge things on the basic prices at a grocery store, dude. Like I would imagine I'm just like the average person, the average American who is just like, okay, boy, eggs didn't used to be this expensive, or ham didn't used to be this expensive. Like just the basic stuff, like tomatoes, bananas, whatever it is, just your basic staple items, and that's how I judge inflation. I don't know about your CPI data.
That's pretty much. I mean, people aren't morons. When you
so expensive, I can't even eat organic anymore.
Oh, heavens to Betsy. When you're lying to people, and they're buying it, that happens all the time for the government. The politicians lie and promise. But when you spent the last 3 years digging into your wallet like you never had, you ain't hearing it. That's what it's gotten through to you. You're like, I'm voting for not losing money.
Yeah, like
right?
Anybody who's gonna have even the appearance of a life raft, even if they don't, even if they're lying, just the appearance of a life raft at this point.
Yeah. That's not a crazy mentality. People are like, man, 4 years ago things seemed a lot better. This guy says he's going to change it. Well, they all say they're going to change it, but he said, we'll try again. We'll try again. Let's try to change it again.
That pendulum just keeps on swinging back and forth and ending up in the same spot.
Wow, they didn't fix it. They said they were going to fix it this time. Well, maybe these guys will fix it, even though they've tried for the 100th time.
What did they say? RFK is looking at potentially Aaron Rodgers as a VP pick, which is hilarious on all levels. Like,
it's preposterous.
The whole thing's preposterous.
It's preposterous.
And
why is he qualified?
That's the best part. But like, what? He's not. I don't know where he stands on policy because I've never heard anything about him on true policy. Of course, you hear his opinions on some interviews here and there, stuff like that, but nothing like really deep and thoughtful and meaningful of like going, here's what I would do, here's my steps, here's my plans.
He was just like anti-vax. Vax, and that was it.
Yeah, so like, but people get so enamored with that name or the star power, and it's like, let's throw that out. Throw out him being able to throw a ball, and just picture him, Aaron Rodgers, just as a regular dude who's a trucker or whatever. Would you vote for Aaron Rodgers, the trucker?
No.
Like,
not at all. I wouldn't vote for Aaron Rodgers. He seems like a okay guy. I don't really like. I liked him better as a player than as a personality because he seems kind of smug. And he seems like he's saying a lot of cute things, but they ain't so funny, It's not that good. He doesn't have the it factor that really grabs me.
Yeah, CNN's already burying him. They're already like, we've got 2 confirmed sources of him saying that Sandy Hook was not real. And it's like, well, that's it's gonna be short-lived pipe dream.
That's Navy 1,000 bits.
Woo! Ned's Navy
for Donna.
Woo! For Donna.
They're making it a show. If he picked Aaron Rodgers, it'd just add to the frenzy that's going to occur with all the AI and with the election coming up. It's going to be the most AI BS you ever seen. Look, we got pictures of Trump being urinated on by Russian hookers. No, it's not true. It's not true. It's AI. Yes, it is. It's like it's going to to be crazy. I can't wait.
I'm kind of excited about it. It's
going
to be a trip.
It's going to be interesting as hell,
dude. It's going to be a ride.
It's the election to end all elections, literally.
Literally. It's like a movie trailer. Literally.
How often do you go through the car wash?
So with my car, not very often, because the Tesla, what I've found, is not very car wash friendly, even though they have like a car wash mode or whatever. But for me, it's just been a trip to go through, so I try not to. Dude, I'm old school. I find the place that I can throw some quarters in there, but even that's inflation because now, like,
Oh, you
like
gotta put
literally-
dollar bills in, probably.
bro, I gotta bring a stack of like 25 quarters, and then I put them in there, and they're like, you have 3.5 minutes. I'm like, for 20 quarters, what the hell? And then I got to keep a stack on the
haul ass.
side so I don't end up with soap on the car with 30 seconds left. So yes, but I'm old school. I actually don't mind soaping up the car.
It's crazy how many how these new car washes, they're just popping up everywhere. The state of the art car. Why are people so into washing their car?
They all look like nightclubs. You go through them and there's neon and flashing
understand
lights.
it. I've never thought, I can't wait to go to that nice car wash today.
They are such a moneymaker. They're a moneymaker.
I mean, they go everywhere I see. There's these new crazy fancy cars. It's like the latest craze is washing your car. It's like, what's like the lamest craze ever? What the hell?
That's because you don't like washing your car. If you would experience a Mr.
I
Bubbles,
guess
you know what it's all about.
I'm missing out. I'm missing out.
Yeah, there's I don't know why there. I'm with you. It does seem like a very large amount of car washes just out of nowhere. But again, I think it's just because the margins are really good. For whatever reason, I don't know.
Pretty low
Margins.
low employees. One town outlawed car washes. I saw this like 2 weeks ago. They passed a law against car washes. They said because they take up too much space and they don't employ enough people and they're ruining the town. Car washes.
Well,
It's crazy.
I'll give you a great business that a friend of mine got into that he does really, really well with, and one that is annoying as shit to me that pops up everywhere. Storage facilities.
I don't even understand it.
I'll tell you why. You need no employees.
Yeah.
You need nothing. You just are storing stuff. Like so your cost of it is really
That's
inexpensive. Yeah, you have no employee. You have one guy who's at the front for a minimum amount of hours to check people in if they want to buy a unit, get out of a unit, whatever. Other than that, it's like, hey, man, there's your lock. There's your code. Have at it.
Do it yourself. I'm doing nothing to help you.
And they're building them 5 stories tall and shoving as many units as they can in there. And there's one person working at any given time.
It's true. And
That's crazy.
So people can store their useless crap.
Of which they pay, if you do the math, it's probably like $250 a unit for like a smaller one, like a medium-sized one.
Yeah.
And okay, take that over the lifespan of what's 250 times 12? What would that? God damn it! Let me see here. Terrible.
300.
250 times
3,000. 3,000.
Yeah, right. Yeah, 250 times. Yeah, $3,000. And then look at that crap in your storage unit and go, is the stuff I have in here even worth $3,000?
Yeah.
But they'd rather, or do I spend that money and get an extra bedroom, an apartment, or whatever it is, right? But yeah, they're just throwing money away in these storage units.
There's so many. It boggles my mind that everybody in America has a bunch of crap to store.
Well, and the worst part is like you'll see construction happening on like one of these major roads, and you go, "Oh wow, what are they going to put in there?"
Yeah.
Target. What is that? A Wawa? What do we got going on here?
Storage.
And then it's just a big green storage unit building.
It's such a letdown. You see, you're like, what's going to be? Oh, that's the reaction I have. I was like, oh, another storage place.
And they call it like
Boo.
extra storage or something. It's like, yeah, man. I'm about over those, but they do really well. I guess much like car washes, they've found some way where the costs are low.
I mean, I went to a storage place years ago, and it was like it was a name brand, whatever, Avis or Hertz or whatever, U-Haul. No, I mean, I'm thinking, now I'm giving you rental car places. I'm delirious.
I get your point, yeah.
It was a reputable, big, you could tell, place. And they, had built him, it was like a 2-story thing, and he lived there. And, had his family there. And it's like, oh, so they don't have to pay him dick.
Exactly.
That guy lives, and that's, instead of your salary, half of it is your free house.
That's
which
exactly
we already
right.
bit, and we're making cash forever.
Yep. It's a crazy
Storage and car washes. Who would have thought?
Where were we on that one?
I totally missed that.
Hey,
Totally missed
what are
it.
you doing with your crap? You want me to pay to keep it? You pay me. Come on, pay me. Keep your crap. I'll keep it right here. You get a nice little jail cell thing.
I'll pay you.
It's crazy.
I don't get it. All right, I think.
Is that it?
That's it.
Oh, man.
We'd be done. Make sure you tune into. Make sure you check out clusterfshow.com. VIP section for the extra hour of the hang. It's usually scintillating. Actually, that's Donnie comes in a lot on that too.
Ooh.
All right, we'll see ya. Thanks for tuning in. Really appreciate it.